Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Russ. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Will Smith's apology video to Chris Rock for the whole Oscars slap incident. In case anybody doesn't remember what that was, Will Smith had gotten onto the stage at the Oscars and slapped Chris Rock because Chris Rock had made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, who is Will Smith's wife. And Will Smith was angered by this because Jada Pinkett Smith suffers from what is known as alopecia, hair loss. And Will Smith had recently made an apology video on his YouTube channel titled "It's Been a Minute," and I decided to take a look at it just to see how reasonable and how truthful it would be. Let's get into it. It says, "It's been a minute. Over the last few months, I've been doing a lot of thinking and personal work." This is a message at the end, at the beginning of the video. "You asked a lot of fair questions that I wanted to take some time to answer." Okay. So let's see.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech?
Yeah, why didn't you, Will Smith? That's what you should have done instead of making this apology video, but to each their own, I suppose.
I was fogged out by that point.
You were fogged out? You hit a man across the face for absolutely no reason, and you're the one that's fogged out? Okay.
It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk.
Well, can you blame him? I mean, after the shit that you pulled that night, I wouldn't be ready to talk to somebody like you either. Ridiculous.
And when he is, he will reach out.
Well, I hope that he does, because I would love to see the two of them bury the hatchet. I would hate to keep seeing them both drag this out.
So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you.
I apologize to you only because my reputation was damaged, not because I truly understand the repercussions of my shitty behavior. That is what he is meaning to say. But what he really says is this.
Your was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
He ain't gonna talk to you. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I want to apologize to Chris's mother.
For what? You didn't hit her, you hit Chris. Why does she need an apology?
I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family.
Chris is the only person that you need to be apologizing to. Not his mother, not his family. Chris. Cut the shit.
Specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship. Tony Rock was my man.
The deflection and the narcissism.
I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment.
In that moment, my career ended. Yay!
gonna try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way.
Oh, you definitely did think it was the right way. Oh, don't even start. Don't start. You definitely did think it was the right way. If you didn't think it was the right way, then you wouldn't have done it. Point blank, period.
To behave in that moment. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
So many lies. So many lies. It is ridiculous.
After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own.
She doesn't have to tell you to do shit. You should know better than to behave the way that you behaved on that stage. Has nothing to do with your wife.
From my own experiences, from my history with Chris, Jada had nothing to do with it.
True. She didn't have anything to do with it.
I'm sorry, babe. I'm going to say sorry to my kids and my family for...
Once again, apologizing to people that don't need to be apologized to. He's trying to sidestep around this so much.
The heat that I brought on all of us. To all my...
The heat that I brought on myself that I still don't know how to take accountability for.
fellow nominees. This is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me. And it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment.
It really breaks my heart to know that I screwed myself and my legacy by what I have done.
I can still see Questlove's eyes. It happened on Questlove's award, and it's like I'm sorry.
This is literally so stupid, it's funny. I have never heard a worse apology in my entire life. This is even worse than Logan Paul's apology video. Remember Logan Paul, the guy that went to the suicide forest, Aokigahara, in Japan, and filmed a dead body and thought it was all shits and giggles? This is a hell of a lot worse than the apology video that he made because he did that. That's how bad this is. This is deflection to the highest degree.
It really isn't sufficient.
Me being honest is not sufficient. I will continue to lie throughout the remainder of this apology video. Ding, ding, ding.
What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down? So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I hate when I let people down.
No, what, and this goes back to the point that I was trying to make earlier. What he hates is his reputation being tarnished. He doesn't give a shit about any of these people that he let down. He just doesn't. It's literally all celebrities whenever they have to make an apology video for something that they've done. It's, I'm sorry that I got called out, not because I actually give a fuck about apologizing. That's all this is. It's the same as all the other apologies that we've all seen on social media and on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and elsewhere. None of these people will ever be genuine. So why should anybody believe it? None of them will ever be genuine. None of them. They're all going to continue to be full of shit until they go to their graves. And that's the end of it.
So it hurts.
It hurts that I lost all my credibility just because I slapped a guy for making a joke about my wife. Oh!
It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me. And
it hurts to know that I am now viewed as an asshole by a hell of a lot of people that used to support me. That's what hurts.
And the work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself.
I'm trying to be remorseful without acknowledging the fact that I am banned by the Academy and that I do not have a sane bone in my entire body.
Right? I'm human, and I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit.
Oh, you don't have to think of yourself as that. We already know that you are one, so you don't need to think that about yourself because everybody else knows it.
So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing, I know it was shocking, but I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And you know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
That was literally the worst apology I ever saw in my entire life. The amount of hypocrisy, the amount of deflection, the amount of lying, and the amount of self-serving that I just witnessed is far beyond anything that I will ever be able to comprehend. I don't believe that who told him that it would be okay to make a video like that filled with just nonsense. He's not genuine about his apology at all. I mean, the whole thing was just him basically, half of it was him trying to apologize and the other half was him just like trying to step around and brush the situation off to the side. And people still forgive him for this. I don't get it. I mean, I get that he is trying to be sorry. He did try to take accountability for it, yes. But he also mentioned all of these people that honestly don't have anything to do with the situation that he was involved in. Chris Rock is the only person that has the majority of stuff to do with what happened. He's the only one that needs an apology. Not the entire fucking world. Not YouTube. Not social media. You should have just tried to apologize to him privately instead of making an apology video. Because now he don't even want to talk to you even more. And I can't blame him because you just made a fool of yourself with this. I hope that Chris Rock does not make any attempts to contact Will Smith until Will Smith truly demonstrates that he has changed and that he is trying to be a better person. Because this apology video, this was not it. It wasn't. It's the same type of apology video that a big YouTuber will make whenever they're called on their shit, and they just want to sweep it aside. That's all this was. So, I don't know what else to say. I didn't buy any of that at all. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, as usual, I will see you in my next video.